Hi, Aquarius Pisces. I am just double checking this setup to make sure it's not like slant like that. Ooh, because that really does irk my soul. But welcome to your astrology tarot reading. For those of you that might be new, my name is Gabrielle, and you are tuned in to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for every cusp zodiac sign, every new moon and full moon in each zodiac season. All right. If you're interested in that content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below, especially if you are new or new to being and discovering your cusp energy. Let me know that in the comments. All right. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up if it resonates with you. We are going to go ahead and get grounded. Hi, Aurora. Thanks for being here, love. Always appreciate your presence. We're going to get grounded. I'm going to offer you a quick moment of gratitude. Do whatever feels right and best for you so that you're open to the messages that will come through in this reading for you, Aquarius Pisces. All right, I'm going to sound my singing bowl one time. We'll let that sound travel and dissipate, and then we'll get into the cards. All right, here we go. All right. Hi, Angel. Thanks for being here as well. You are a cusp. Welcome to the tribe, love. Let's go ahead and get into our pre-channeled and pre-shuffle. Okay, Aquarius Pisces. I'm hearing the word sweet. Maybe you're eating sweets right now. Maybe some of you are sweet on someone. Maybe you've been described as very sweet here, Aquarius Pisces, or you just feel like you're in a sweet energy. Maybe something smells sweet. I don't know. It just gets sweet, like just sweet, sweet, sweet. This nice, really calm energy. As I get deeper into your vibe here, Aquarius Pisces, just very like soft-spoken, very yin is what I can say. Very yin, very empress, very pleasant. Something has either been a very pleasant experience for you or you feel pleased with where you are in life right now. Or this is how someone feels towards you, okay? Aquarius Pisces, yeah, you've got the 12th house. There's your Piscean energy. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So maybe you've had a sweet spot or hit a sweet spot when it comes to your healing journey, where you feel like you have a good handle on your awareness around your shadowy aspects, around the things that you're here to work on. Maybe not so much that everything is fully healed, but it's this sense of peace and acceptance with all parts of you. So no longer searching for perfection is what I just heard. No longer searching for perfection in yourself specifically. Yeah, I just heard I come with flaws. Like, yeah, you come with things that you're going to have to work on that aren't necessarily pleasant to everybody, but that doesn't mean that you have to change them. I just think for you here, Aquarius Pisces, what you are stepping into is a deep level of awareness around your own duality, or around your own energy dynamics, around the union of your 5 bodies, right? So your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, your physical, your ethereal, right? You also have Scorpio that just flipped out. Intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. This could be something that you've just come out of, this scorpionic energy. Pluto being in retrograde could be really, oh wow, I just started scraping you clean. That's a bit graphic. but also kind of accurate. Yeah, I'm seeing like a scalpel. Okay, we're getting kind of medical, a little gross here, Spirit. Definitely do not need that imagery right now, but I get the point, right? Like really scraping all the crud, all the gunk, all the crud, all the sludge. It's just getting scraped off with this Pluto retrograde energy in Scorpio. So it is this level of acceptance, though, that not everything is perfect. And facing those parts of yourself that Pluto, with it being in retrograde, is exposing and helping you purge. I just get this sense of, like it just is what it is. No longer beating yourself up about the things that you feel or deem flaws, right? Because truly, we're all perfectly imperfect. No one is meant to be perfect. Perfection doesn't truly exist. It's all subjective. You know what I mean? In a way, like it's going to look like different things to different people. So trying to fit it into one mold or trying to fit yourself into a mold here, Aquarius, Pisces, it's just not your vibe anymore. Where maybe at one point you struggled with that a little bit. And I just heard internally. So this would be something that people wouldn't guess about you right off the bat, or just even in social situations. They would never think that you are so harsh on yourself in that way. But it's like you're realizing like, yeah, okay, I am, and I can let that go. Or you're learning to let that go a little bit more. Okay? You could have Scorpio in your natal chart. You could be connected to a Scorpio. Your Pluto could be in Scorpio. That would make you a millennial, I believe. Doesn't have to be for you to resonate. Just connecting the energy. Tell me more. Anything else I need to know prior to this astrology reading for Aquarius Pisces? Okay, I just heard no. So let's go ahead and get your direct influences here. Thank you so much, Divine, for connecting me in with Aquarius Pisces placements and cusp energies here on YouTube and my soul tribe tuning in. What's important for them to be aware of? What are they being influenced by? You've got the sun in house 1. Wow. The sun in the first house. So this would mean that your sun and your rising might be the same. So you might be an Aquarius or Pisces sun and also an Aquarius or Pisces rising. Self-expression with the sun and embodying your truth. With house 1, you have individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Okay. Oh, and we've got Chiron. So there's that healing energy. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. This is beautiful. Okay. So Chiron could be activated in your first house here. Hurt and heal with Chiron. Yeah, I think there has been some hurt around your own sense of individuality, your self-image, and your approach to life. With you having that Aquarian energy ruled by Uranus, you're definitely not the fit-in-the-box type of person. And I think people have either tried to fit you in boxes, have maybe attempted to make you feel bad for not fitting into certain boxes that make them feel comfortable when it comes to you. And even though you guys definitely, you're the cusp of sensitivity. So even though you guys can do a good job of putting on a tough exterior and just kind of like, fuck you, fuck that, fuck it type of vibe, I do think that it hurt you, right? I do think that there has been this sense of protection around your self-image, around your individuality. And sometimes that maybe has been pushed a little bit, meaning you're going out of your way to make sure that you maintain your own individual energy or the version of self-image that feels right and best for you, or that you're like going out of your way to stay committed to this approach to life. So maybe even a little rigid, right? You are a fixed energy in that Aquarian vibration. Pisces is mutable, I think. I think so. Don't quote me on that. I don't know why I'm blanking on that. I should know that. But anyway, neither here nor there. So the sun, the first house in Chiron, has you looking at your self-image and your sense of identity. And whatever woundings, whatever hurts, whatever pains you have around that. I do feel like a lot of that is external from you, meaning it's been the way that people have received you, perceived you, projected onto you, created narratives around you. Yeah, here's the house 12 again. So there's that Piscean energy. So look at that. The 12th and the first house wants to be here. Yeah. Since it came out again, we'll go ahead and just have this be your fourth card, and we won't look at the bottom of the deck or read or pull on the bottom of the deck, but you do have the South Node here. Okay, destined to release. This is what I mean, that Pluto in retrograde, scraping you clean of all that sludge, all that gunk, all the things attached to your South Node that you are meant to let go of in this lifetime, meant to be free from, meant to evolve from in this lifetime. Okay, now the South Node will be switching into Libra. And again, my brain, Lord have mercy, I keep forgetting to check the Vedic alignment for the North and South Node. I say I'm gonna do it. I might forget. I'll try to remember, okay? Maybe even as we pull closer. I will be doing a lunar node shift reading for Patreon members. So if you're interested in that, want to tune into that, you can. If you're interested in the other lunar node shift readings I've done for previous years, you can join my YouTube channel at any level and have access to those readings, okay? This feels like a brand new beginning for you, Aquarius Pisces. Yeah. A brand new sense of stability in your self-identity, or how you identify, how you connect with who you are, is having a rebirth to move from the 12th to the first house with the sun in Chiron here. So the sun shining a light on the hurt and the things that need to be healed in order for you to have a healthier sense of self-image or a healthier approach to life. I'm getting some sort of Virgo energy here. So maybe you have Virgo in your chart. Maybe your South Node is in Virgo. Okay. I heard in between. Like you're in the in-between of the 12th house and your first house. So with Chiron being present, it means that there is still some active healing of the hurt that is occurring and happening for you right now. And you're at the part of that, again, whatever is attached to that self-image, your approach to life, or your individuality, what makes you you, or what makes you unique. Some of you are finding, yeah, here's the world. So that's what I mean. You're closing out a cycle. Interesting. It's so interesting. I love this. End of the major arcana, last house in the zodiac astrology wheel, right? Ending a cycle. This, honestly, it's exciting. Like, I almost want to say, like, I'm excited. Because you're maybe feeling this end coming. Like, I think you're sensing where you are very accurately, Aquarius Pisces. Like, in this in-between, you're hyper aware. Yeah, you got the Ace of Swords. You're very, very clear and hyper aware of what you're healing, what you're cycling through in this moment, what that whole ending and beginning and purging and exposing with that Scorpio energy and Pluto is all about for you. So you're very tapped in, very aware, and you have a clear mind and an accurate sense of what's happening for you. So what does Aquarius Pisces need to know about the sun, the first house, Chiron, and the 12th house for the now moment? What does Aquarius Pisces need to know about the sun, the first house, Chiron, and the 12th house in the now moment? Thank you so much, Divine. What is the truth that Aquarius Pisces needs to embody right now? The Three of Wands. There's that excitement, the anticipation, the optimism. Aries energy. Yeah, Aries connected. It's the natural first house. But mind you, your first house is based off your rising or ascendant sign. So maybe you are a rising or ascendant Aries. Your sun could also be an Aries, possibly. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. What's the anticipation and what's the optimism and excitement about? Okay, they told me to put that back. That was, just so you guys can see, it was the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, but it flipped out in reverse. Earth and water energy. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, Cancer. So those placements, those seasons, those energies might mean something to you. Tell me more about this Three of Wands, Divine. Okay. You've got the Hangman. There's more of that Piscean energy. And Cancer with the Seven of Wands in between with the Chariot. No more resisting your movement forward or some sort of advancement or alignment or surrender. Yeah. So I was talking about this in another read, right? Where the Chariot and the Tower are connected for me as a reader because they're two sides of the same coin. Where the Chariot, you are willingly surrendering to the Divine. The Divine is picking you up in that Chariot and taking you where you need to go. So needing the Tower energy where there's divine intervention to get you to move on and move forward isn't necessary. Some of you are being enlightened about your tendency to be resistant towards the divine's direction when it comes to where you need to go, where you need to head, how you need to show up, opportunities that are coming. There has just been some sort of resistance in your energy. Maybe because of the hurt that needs to be healed. Maybe because where the divine was trying to take you didn't fully align with your version of individuality, self-image, or how you wanted to approach life. But now that you've been enlightened, now that you are swimming, okay, they told me swimming in your Piscean energy and finding a better balance, excuse me. I feel like this resistance to moving forward is melting away. It's like now you're excited. Now you're anticipating it. Now you're looking forward to whatever or wherever the Chariot is bringing you. Okay. I'm going to put that back. Let's keep going. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more. Clarify this Three of Wands for the Sun energy. Thank you. The Three of Cups. So threes might be important. Some of you might be 33 tuning into this. 3 could be a lucky number for you. 3 could also be your life path number. I'm hearing Gemini, like third house. And the Two of Cups. More Cancer energy. So Cancer your Chiron could be in Cancer here. Your Chiron could also be in Aries. I feel like more Cancer though, for majority of you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Ha! Okay, it's a dance between Aries and Cancer right now. Two of Wands. So you're either taking on very Gemini-like qualities. We are in Gemini season. Something is either acting as a mirror for you, Aquarius, Pisces, seeing yourself in someone else, or there's some sort of situation that's presenting itself to you that is giving you an accurate reflection. This could also say that what's on the other side or what's coming towards you, Aquarius, Pisces, are people and friendships and connections that mirror you. That connect with you in a very unique way, or in a way that feels genuine for you. in a way that's healing with the snake energy. Soul bonds, soul connections, soul ties, soul contracts. So being embedded in the soul, that's very, very Piscean energy, especially when it comes to relationships. Maybe that is a part of the struggle here. How does Aquarius Pisces maintain their own sense of individuality and self-image when connecting with people who they are feeling that kind of heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul bond with? Because it's that Piscean energy that is mutable in that way and has the tendency to take on the energy of the people that they're with, or the people that they're focused on, or the people that are like surrounding them. Okay. Where are my words today? So you could be surrounded by Aries energy right now, or Cancerian energy. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. So this definitely has some sort of love connection here for you. Your approach is, I was about to say your approach to life is the Knight of Cups, but then I got corrected and says needs to be. So your approach needs to be the Knight of Cups with the Fool. This might be your approach, the Knight of Swords. Could be for sure. And it's almost like Spirit's like, thank you so much, Divine. There's the full circle moment with that whole sweet energy, sweeten up. Very direct, very sharp, very logical, very much so quick with it, a little dry, okay? And that's fine, and that's totally cool. No judgment here. But it does feel like this type of approach to life or interaction or communication style was stemming from the hurt. Being a little mean. And I'm not saying you're mean, Aquarius Pisces, but quick-witted, like quick and sharp at the tongue. To protect is what I just heard. To protect. To guard. Guard your heart. Guard the softer parts inside of you. Guard that Piscean energy. Right? Pisces standing right here. It's almost like, yeah, the universe is saying, okay, yeah, the Knight of Swords energy worked for a little while and got you here, but you aren't going to be able to heal the hurt from the Knight of Swords. In order to heal the hurt, Aquarius Pisces, you want to take on the approach of the Knight of Cups. You want to use that cup. You want to activate that heart space. Okay, tell me more about the Knight of Cups and the Fool for this first house for Aquarius Pisces. Yeah, I get that some of you could be Aqua risings, Aquarius risings with the Fool here, or maybe a Pisces rising, right? So this is your energy. For your Aquarian energy to be in the major arcana and your Piscean to be in a court card, there's that Virgo energy I was picking up on. It tells me that there is this bit of underdevelopment in that 12th house, in that sacrificial service, in that healing, in that spirituality, in that transcendence. So it does feel like these energy dynamics that you hold want to merge, want to come in. That could be the Two of Cups. How do I find that healthy balance between the two? So it does feel like you're more comfortable in your Aquarian type of Uranian, I guess I could say. Is that how you say that? Uranus, Uranian energy. And just slightly under, they're giving me the word underdeveloped, meaning you just haven't tapped into it for long enough, or you haven't used it as much as you maybe want to or need to. It's not fully integrated into who you are just yet. And I think that's what Chiron is helping you out with here, and the sun and your South Node and getting all of that. Now, the Hangman did show up. So that means that it is possible for you, right? When we had that spread with the Hangman,
And what was it? The Seven of Wands and the Chariot. So that's what it means. It's like you're moving into it, into a more balanced dynamic on a soul level. But right now, that Piscean vibe of yours is sticking in this, or yeah, is showing up as the Knight of Cups. So with the Hermit here, I just heard going at it alone. Now that Aquarian energy does naturally rule the 11th house, which is the house of friendship, innovation, networking, connection. We've got the moon and strength. More Piscean energy here with the moon. Leo energy with strength. So maybe during Leo Virgo season, this first house will activate for you, or you'll feel a little bit more grounded in your individuality, your self-image, and a little bit more connected or clear-minded on the approach to life that feels right for you. The Hermit is almost kind of like letting the soul leading the way. The Hermit connects to the Star card for me as a reader. The star is in that lantern. Aquarian energy is also the Star card. Yeah, so it's like, but there's that battle. There's kind of like that internal energy of conflict between both dynamics that I think you have a lot more control or a lot more power over than I think you give yourself credit for, or the ability to wield in this situation or with whatever you're dealing with. Tell me more. Tell me more about the energy between the first house and Chiron. Oh, Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus and Sagittarius. Jupiter. Some of you, this could be like, either it's the fear of failure or past perceived failures. Maybe endeavors where you felt like you were acting out of an authentic sense of self that maybe didn't go your way, maybe didn't work out the way that you thought it would, wasn't received well, maybe. That then started making you doubt yourself a little bit, or again, get a little resistant to any, I just heard risk, like taking any more risks with that. Yeah, this definitely has to resonate for some of y'all, because this feels very riddly. Yeah, there's the sun. All right, so I guess we're on to something. Tell me the direct energy here, energy connection between the first house and Chiron for Aquarius Pisces. Thank you. This Nine of Swords. Okay. Gemini energy. So yeah, this is a season, or during Gemini season while I'm streaming this, or however Gemini is kind of activated in your chart here. Yeah, there's the world again. It's exactly what I was picking up in the pre-channel, or even when we were looking at the oracles. It's the hurt that you hide, Hermit energy. It's the hurt that you hide, that the energy right now wants to assist you with exposing, right? The sun, exposure with the Scorpio energy, letting it out so that it no longer lingers on the mind. It no longer has you worried, stressed out, up at night. Because you know what, Aquarius Pisces, you're going to have to face that energy and deal with that energy sooner or later. And it feels like you've been putting it off or resistant to moving out of the energy, or facing or acknowledging it, or gaining enlightenment from the hurt. I feel like I've gotten this for y'all a while ago, maybe a couple months ago, like a similar energy. Like if you don't face the hurt and face the fear or really face the pain, it's just going to linger. It's never going to go anywhere unless you feel it, unless you address it, unless you pull the enlightenment that's there, unless you gain the lesson. It's always going to kind of haunt you a little bit. And Chiron's coming in to say, let's end this cycle. Yeah. Let's let this go. Let's heal this. Some of you are a bit more ready than you were maybe months ago or years ago to do this type of healing work. It's become worth it. I just heard it's worth it. Like it's worth it for you now. So maybe you were externally motivated, or you now are externally motivated. Something has happened, something's occurred, something's active in your life that's like, okay, you know what? I actually do need to bring a cycle to this hurt because it can't come with me. Like where I'm going, I don't want to feel this stress or have this hurt linger around. Or the hurt is starting to get in the way of something good that you have going here, Aquarius, Pisces. Tell me more about the world and Chiron. So your Chiron could be in a fixed energy, in Scorpio, in Aquarius as well, in Leo, or maybe Taurus. Could be in Libra with the Two of Swords. Ten of Wands in Scorpio and Death. Yeah, you've been carrying it way too long. You've been holding on to this energy for way too long. So much so that it is maybe now a part of your self-image. It's now a part of your identity. But you see how with the Knight of Cups and the Fool, it's like a little imbalanced. Yeah, with the Death card, it says it's time to transform. Time to transcend. Time to expose. Time to heal and release all of that. Yeah, you've been carrying it a little too heavy, carrying it a little too long. It's time to let it go. The Ten of Wands is a very powerful energy. So that is one thing I will say to you, Aquarius, Pisces, to endure this hurt and to hold on to it for as long as you have is quite impressive. But you don't have to hold on to it anymore. You can let it go. You can free yourself from this cage, right? You see how even in this Ten of Wands, it's like the 10 Wands are blocking this man from even standing up. Yeah. Carrying the weight of the past. Can't get the past off your mind sometimes, or it comes back up to haunt you, and it does feel like what is coming through and the truth of what it is that you want is you want a fresh start. You want a new beginning with the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Cups. It's like you want new feelings, new energy, and a new spirit, a new path. But I think what's become very apparent and very clear with that Ace of Swords that came out earlier is that you've been getting in your own way. You've been stopping yourself from gaining what it is that you truly desire because you're not willing to face the hurt. You're not willing to claim it. And that's okay, because it's hard. It's painful. Right? It can feel really heavy. But I got a feeling, and I have a feeling with the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups being here that you're not alone. You're not alone in this, even though it maybe feels like that. Like, who will really ever understand the hurt that I've experienced? Who would ever really understand all the things that I would need to heal? Who would really get it? I honestly feel like you do have people around you who can handle that and who can get it, so that you don't have to do this letting go process alone. Like, you can lean on it. You do have some shoulders to lean on, Aquarius, Pisces, which is a true blessing. Because many of us who have had to do this work, especially with Chiron, don't always have shoulders to lean on. We have to kind of get it off the muscle on our own. So the fact that you do have people who care about you, Aquarius, Pisces, and who want to see you in that, yeah. who want to see you in that. So that's the fear. That's the illusion I think you're fighting, is that you're at this alone, or yeah, like you're in the hermit. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, there's no one around. And it's like, no, you got a 2 of cups, you got a 3 of cups. Like, there are people here for you. It might not feel like that though, and that's valid. All right. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody. Tell me more. Yeah, if your 12th house is Capricorn, then you're for sure an Aquarius rising. For sure, for sure. And you got the 9 of Cups. There's more Piscean energy. Yeah, Pisces is mutable. It is. You're holding yourself back from your own happiness. Some part of you maybe feels obligated to carry these 10 wands, or to carry the past. Like it's almost like a self-torture type of thing. But again, you don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to continue to live through that, or walk through it, or hold on to it. Yeah, you can balance this out. Justice. Takes a lot of courage though. Takes a lot of strength. Takes a lot of truth. Definitely a lot of truth, especially with the death energy. That death energy and that death process will show you a lot of truth that you probably don't want to see, don't want to deal with, don't want to connect to, but yet it is the painful truth. You know what I mean? It's that whole, like, you can't handle the truth. Not that you can't, Aquarius, Pisces, but maybe that's like a part of yourself. Like, that's what it feels like this devil energy is trying to tell you. Like, you can't handle the truth. Just stay in the illusion. It's much easier. Nah, truth is overrated. Absolutely not. Justice. The truth prevails above all. The truth is necessary. Yeah, truth is you're ready to heal. Truth is you want to be happy, but you're also standing in the way of your happiness. And we all do it. We absolutely all do it, time and time again, in all aspects of our lives, stand in our own way. I just think that that's what Chiron is bringing up for you, along with this sun energy. You're not willing to let go of the past just yet, because there has been some sort of merger between the past and your self-expression and your identity. It's like wearing a chip on your shoulder, or wearing your past like a badge of honor. Where that is now, at this point in your life, Aquarius, Pisces, it takes more work to carry that badge or to carry that chip than ever before. Really, it's heavy now. Which is meaning and kind of feeling like, with the Fool energy, the divine wants you to be lighthearted. The divine wants you to move and travel lightly. When that Chariot shows up, there's not a lot of room for suitcases and luggage and baggage. That's the truth. You can't take the baggage with you if you want to ascend forward, if you want to experience that transcendence. You can't take the baggage from the past. You got to unpack it. You got to donate the clothes, donate the items, chip it away, so that with the Fool energy, I always point this out, right? It's a stick with the handkerchief. Like, that's all you get to bring with you in your new cycles. And how the divine broke it down to me is, what's in there are those golden nuggets of lessons. Everything that you've learned, all the lessons, all the tools that the divine is giving you through your other cycles. That's what you get to carry forward, and nothing else. But it's almost like Aquarius, Pisces is like, well, I have like my large suitcase, my medium suitcase, my roller, my carry-on, my personal bag. Like, you know what I mean? And Spirit's like, yikes, but there's no room for that. So what are we going to let go of? Right? Right. So then that death process comes, which Scorpio energy is quite fiery in its nature. So it helps you burn all of those things, all that baggage. So again, you can move forward lightly, with lightness, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Hi, Robin. Thanks for being here, love. All right. Clarify the Two of Wands. What's this new path forward? Ooh, come on now. Like I said, Aquarius Pisces, you have a village. You have community. So this idea that you're at this alone, even though it might feel like it, isn't actually based in reality. You just have to make the decision to open up maybe a little bit. Just a little. Okay? Trust that the people around you, the people in your village, the people in your community can handle it. Because they want you to move on from this past. They want you to be free in the mind. They want you to move forward, seek calmer waters. It's almost like some of you hopped in that boat and never looked back. But now, whoa, I just got corrected again. Because even in this particular Six of Swords, she is looking back. And maybe that's what happened. The divine was bringing you somewhere new, but you looked back. Which means that there was still some part of you that longed for the past. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Bible or Bible stories, but they're bringing this up or identify as Christian. You don't have to, right? But the story of Lot's wife, long story short, the archangels were going to destroy the city, right? Because of the immorality and the sins and all of this stuff, okay, and all the false gods and all that kind of thing, right? And Lot was told to get out of the city and take his wife and his family and move on and not look back should you turn into a pillar of salt, because where they were headed, was where a more blessed area, more blessed space, right? And what the angels were about to destroy shouldn't be yearned for is kind of the ideology behind it. And Lot's wife turned around after being instructed not to, and she instantly turned into a pillar of salt. So stuck, right? So I'm saying all that to say, and I don't know if maybe that resonates for some of y'all, but I'm saying that to say where you're headed is so much better than where you've left and what was behind you and your past. But if you stay focused on the past, then the past will always be present in your future. Like, will always be a part of your future. And that's going to create stuckness. That's going to create that heavy pillar of salt, the heaviness. Yeah? So because you looked back, now you're seeing. And it's almost kind of like looking at something that imprints on your brain and you can't erase it. When ideally you hop in that boat, you don't turn around, because nothing that you're leaving is worth even looking at, worth even acknowledging, worth your focus, worth digesting through the eyes, right? So this is also transient. So it's not permanent here, Aquarius Pisces. You can switch and flip this around. You can really work out of this energy, but it is going to require that letting go, that shedding process of really no longer looking backwards and only keeping your head forwards. Two of Wands. Because I guarantee you, for some of y'all, where you're at right now is so much better than where you were when all of this hurt occurred. But it's like you're still living back there. And the divine is trying to get you to be present in this moment so that your future can progress. Where you're headed, where the divine wants to take you, that past energy can't go. Okay? Easier said than done, 100%. Possible, yes. Okay, so tell me more about this Ten of Wands. Four of Cups. It's almost like a distraction. It's just like a way that you get to stay connected to the past. In a way, again, and this is where the truth and being honest and that Ace of Swords is going to be very, very helpful for you, Aquarius Pisces, because this is, again, normal, natural, very, very human. No judgment here on my channel. But there is a part of you that yearns to stay connected to the past. There is a part of you that still, you maybe feel like you left there with whatever that situation was. And maybe that needs to be called back to you. That's, I think, the part of yourself that you want to face and that you need to heal, the part of you that still wants to be back there and ask those questions of, well, why? What about the past I still feel connected to? Like, what is it that has me holding on? And don't judge any answers that come up. If it felt good, okay. Embrace that, accept that. You know? If it's, well, it was what I thought I wanted at the time, whatever. Whatever the answer is, there's no right or wrong, only your truth. That's what it feels like Chiron's trying to get you more in tune with and in touch with. And expose and unearth out of you, out of your subconscious. Because I get with the Nine of Swords, sometimes it can be a dream state, like having nightmares. Your dreams could take you back to that moment when you left the past behind, or when you looked back as the divine was moving you forward and out of something. But you have the power to bring justice to yourself. You have the power to balance this out. You do have the power and the resources here available to you, Aquarius Pisces, to tap into that happiness again. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, Divine, clarify or offer just a little bit more for Aquarius Pisces before we get into the outcomes. Anything else with the bottom of the deck? Ooh. Okay. The Magician. Yeah. Yep. This is a new reality waiting to be birthed. Waiting to be created. It's like the divine is waiting for you to step into the Magician energy and say, okay, I'm ready to manifest something different. I'm ready to step into the new. And for a lot of you, you're already in the new, but because you're still connected to the past, it doesn't feel new. Because again, Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Three of Wands, Three of Cups, right? It's very, very beginner stages, newness. It's already here. You got the Fool, new cycle already here. But it feels, you don't connect to it in that way because you're still connected to the past. Okay. So the Magician, we've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Five of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles, ending on the Sun. Not y'all, beginning with the Sun and ending with the Sun. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I think this is the divine clarifying why you're still connected to the past, or what parts of you are still yearning for the past. It's because there's still a part of you that wanted to create a home there, wanted to be stable there, or wanted to have some sort of longevity in that era of your life. And due to some sort of deception here, again, it feels like you had to walk away, you had to let it go, and you focused in on work. Work became your identity. Where you maybe always envisioned yourself being more of like a Queen of Pentacles. I said Queen of Pentacles over here, looking at the Queen of Cups. So yeah, having a more feminine energy. Not that you're not feminine, but again, it gives traditional. I'll just say that. Something about the past in your mind seems like it was more of a traditional path that you wanted. The 10 of Pentacles, right? So a solid family, a home, your emperor, regardless of gender. Some of you are the emperor. Again, regardless of gender. You've been in this emperor energy, or it's how you operate, or it's just where you're comfortable. And maybe that conflicted with this timeline or this era of your life somehow, some way, and that's like maybe what caused a little bit of like the 5 of Swords and having to walk away and let it go when you really maybe didn't want to. Something about that time was very magical for you, or just felt very fairy tale like at the moment, that version of you, it was everything you wanted. So then to hear the divine say, you got to move on, or you need to move forward, or have some sort of divine intervention, because that's what I kind of feel like for me to bring up the Tower earlier. There might have been some sort of divine intervention that pulled you away from this or pushed you into that boat with the 6 of Swords when you didn't want to, which is why you looked back. Because looking back is a sign of longing. Yeah, it's honestly like having to let go of a part of you that you, again, clearly you didn't, but also was like, felt like maybe at the time your true identity or your true self. Like, I don't know how else to put that together, because it does feel like you then focused in on work, and then that became, you maybe got a lot of success in that, you know what I mean? So whatever you channeled that longing or that energy into is now a hyper focus of your identity and your self-image, but it's not the true you, or it's not the you that you maybe wanted to be. It's like you almost feel like you were forced to be this person, forced to have to take this on, or you know what I mean, like to carry this, I almost want to say persona, but take it how that resonates. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to connect very differently for everybody, but where Chiron is trying to get you to revisit is that moment that you hopped in the boat, the moment that you had to let this go, or the divine stepped in to move you forward when you weren't ready in your mind. I wasn't ready to let this go. This is what I wanted. Why am I leaving what I want behind? So a little bit of confusion around the why, and it feels like Chiron and the sun in this first 12th house energy, right? This rebirth that's happening for you is going to bring you that truth of the why this had to happen the way that it did. Yeah. And again, I encourage you to be as gentle with yourself as possible. Yeah, trust. It was like the divine said, trust me. Where you're going is going to be much better. Trust me, you don't want to be back here when I come through. Because again, Archangel Gabriel tore through that city in that story. Fire and brimstone style, right? So it's like, yeah, well, I'm glad I wasn't a part of that, but there's still just that part of you that longs for the past. Almost like I hope that would have worked out. I had a lot of hope. I had a lot of faith. I had a lot invested that was going to work out for me. Or again, it just aligned with the vision of your life, or your approach to life that you connected with at that time in your life. But clearly the divine had other plans for you. It's just accepting that that was fated and that's what was meant might be the difficult part here. Okay, so with all of this rebirth here, divine, what does that new path look like? What can you share with Aquarius Pisces about that new path or about the present moment that they might be a little disconnected from? This hit the Two of Cups. Focus. I'm trying to tell you, Aquarius Pisces, you have some beautiful, beautiful energy that is around you. Beautiful connections, beautiful friendships, beautiful, beautiful partnerships that you're not as focused on because you're still partly focused on the past. Yeah, fulfillment is available here to you. Leadership is available. Okay, so that's maybe why that Emperor energy. Tell me more about what's available on this new path to Aquarius Pisces. Highest energetic outcome, action. Which tells me that tapping into the present moment is all up to you. There's truly nothing blocking you externally. It's all internal, Aquarius Pisces. Yeah, you just got to be open to it. Because you're really thriving right now. Oh, but it's going to require self-forgiveness. And they're telling me self-forgiveness, which is just self-acceptance. Happiness. Yeah, there's that Nine of Cups. And again, two dolphins. Dolphins mate. They have soulmates. It's typically denotes soulmate energy. Two of Cups. What else? What else is available to Aquarius Pisces in the present moment that they're not? Okay, well, that came out a little weird, and that's way, way too many. What else is available to Aquarius Pisces in the present moment? Solitude, peace, honestly. There's that Hermit energy. So you have the space and room to do this deep healing work. Don't let work distract you from that, or whatever you do for career. Be mindful of what you're allowing yourself to be distracted by, Aquarius Pisces. Be in the moment as much as possible. Okay? To do this healing work, yeah. And trust one to come back out again. So there you go. Bottom of the deck says adventures. New things to explore. There's so much unexplored, I feel like, in your present dynamic and present situation that the more that you learn to trust that you're right where you need to be, the more open you'll be to the happiness and fulfillment that's available to you. The more you'll feel confident to take the actions that you maybe want to take. The more you'll feel like the leader of your own life. The more you let go, the more you can focus on what's actually thriving, what's actually going well for you. Because the more your mind is focused on the past, the more your mind is focused on what didn't go well, that's going to manifest. Where your attention and focus goes is what grows. Focus on fulfillment, focus on your happiness, focus on what is growing. And it's almost just like, and it's difficult for sure, and it's going to take time, but it is just allowing your mind to accept that everything happened for your highest good, even if it was a shitty experience. It was the highest good available to you based on your circumstances, based on the cards you were dealt, based on all the variables that are at play. So trust that the divine knows, and they led you to move on from this, or led you to walk away from this for purpose, not for fun, not for the divine's entertainment at all, not to play a cruel joke on you, or not to be mean towards you, not to hurt you, but to help you and to heal you. And that often can feel challenging to accept that because of what you had to go through in order to get to where you are. But you can do it. You can do it, Aquarius Pisces. I know you can. You deserve that happiness. You deserve to have that deep feeling of, I really am thriving in this moment. You deserve to trust your circumstances. You deserve to have trust with your partnerships and relationships and the people around you. Okay, so I do feel like maybe opening up to those that you trust right now, those that you know care for you and love you. Open up to them, share it. It's like it just has to be acknowledged, this longing for the past. Okay? South Node, destined to release. Yeah, you're destined to let this go. And I'll tell you this, Aquarius Pisces, no matter the players involved, no matter the situation, it was going to happen like this. This was destined to happen. You were destined to let go of that 10 of Pentacles, or that vision of the 10 of Pentacles, or whatever that represented for you, because it wasn't based in truth, or it wasn't a true reflection of your true essence and who you really are, which is something I feel like at that time you hadn't evolved into yet, and you're still evolving into. So had you stayed back there, you would have been stunted. You maybe wouldn't have gained as much success in your work, or it's trusting that everything has happened for a reason. And again, that sounds cliche, but it is so difficult to do, but very powerful when you can tap into that. All right, Aquarius Pisces, this has been your astrology tarot reading. I hope you found this helpful and insightful, and maybe filled with some confirmation around what you got going on and what's to come here for you. As always, let me know what you connected with in the comments down below. All right, I love to hear from you guys down there. I love to connect with y'all down there. And if anything resonated for you, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, okay? And I'd love to have you as a member here on my channel, so check the description box, all right, for my 2 membership platforms. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my next live. I will be going live twice tomorrow, so if you want to tune into that, I'd love to see you there. But if not, Aquarius Pisces, I will absolutely check y'all in the next one. Thank you again, Aurora. Thank you, Robin, so much for your donation. I truly, truly appreciate you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Prophetess Kanab. Thanks for being here. 33 is your life number. Wow, there you go. 6. That energy definitely was strong. Thank you, Angel. Again, thank you, Aurora. Thank you to everybody who showed up in the chat and showed love. Again, thank you, Robin, for that donation. I really, really appreciate you. All right, but I will catch y'all in the next one, and we'll end with our singing bowl. Here we go.